Guys, let me be perfectly clear. It is not in our best interest to be eating fried foods during Ramadan. With that being said, let me show you how to make these meat and cheese fried sambousak. So I feel like these look a lot more intimidating than they actually are. You start by adding some sugar and salt to your flour and then slowly add in your butter, milk, and water. Once the dough comes together into a nice soft dough, cover it and let it rest for at least an hour while you work on your filling. For the meat filling, just cook down some lean ground beef without any oil and then add some finely diced onions, salt, pepper, and 7 spice and let it cook until the onions melt into the meat. Then set this aside and make sure it cools completely before you start to stuff your sambousak. The cheese filling is very simple, just freshly grated mozzarella cheese, chopped parsley, and some feta cheese. You could also add habat al-baraka or black seeds if you'd like, and if your feta isn't salty enough, you can add some salt. Back to the dough, flour your surface and cut your dough into 4 equal pieces. Working with one piece at a time, roll it out as thin as you can and then cut circles out of them. My mold was 4.5 inches, but it's up to you how big you want your sambousak to be. Stretch the dough out a little bit and then add about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of filling to the center of each circle. Then fold them in half like a taco and pinch the edges shut. You're going to do the exact same thing for the cheese filling, and sambousak does have a very specific traditional crimping method that I both cannot do and don't have the patience to do, so I just crimp it shut with a fork. Now deep fry until golden brown and then set them aside on paper towel to drain. You're left with these crispy and flaky on the outside, soft on the inside, savory pies that you will not be able to stop eating. As Syrians often eat sambousak on the side of shish barak, but I ain't got time to make both of those in the same day. To store, I freeze them in a single layer, not touching each other, and then once they're frozen solid, I transfer to Ziploc bags, and when you're ready to eat them, just fry from frozen.